What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the latest chapter review for Kengan Omega chapter 302, and it is not adding up. Actually, Koga, Ryuki, you gotta go back to kindergarten math. Now, I know that might be a little bit of a struggle for the pair of you, but this is completely adding up. Because Raian shows up, and they're like, we are absolutely dead meat. And Hollis is like, Raian, don't kill them. Carla's mother, Raian, don't kill them. Carla, Raian, don't kill them. And he's like, I get it. Would you guys stop fucking nagging me? And then what does he do? What does he do immediately? Which seems to be sanctioned by Hollis, but it's still funny. Like, because everyone's nagging on him, right? All the members of the Cure clan and stuff are like, hey, cousin, hey, brother, hey, this, hey, that. And then he's like, I know, I can't kill the little whelps, whatever. Then, once they start the next day with Raian involved, they said, we're going to give you 10 minutes. Okay, you're going to have 10 minutes before we start attacking. So they're like, okay, we got 10 minutes strategizing. It's like Top Chef, right? It's like, okay, you guys, you have 10 minutes to talk with your team before you have to decide on a recipe, a 3-course on. We need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let's go, you know? And it's like, okay, all right. So we have those 10 minutes. Wham! Just out of nowhere. Just wham! And it was like, okay. Koga literally made the face. He is out. I'm concerned that there's possible brain damage. I mean, it's hard to lose brain cells when you're Koga, but if he was gonna lose brain cells, I think Raian just knocked a couple of them out, because he is... Whoa! And the best part is that Ryuki's like, it hasn't even been 10 minutes yet, and Ryan's like, and? Like, do you think in the real world, like, you know, what's hilarious is that Ryuki has been so he's gone such a roller coaster. You know what I mean? He's gone through this roller coaster of a character building, character development, quote unquote. Because when we first saw him, he was like, okay, kill or be killed, right? Because he lived in, you know, the place, the worst, you know. He lived in the wards. He lived in the place that can't be named, in the inside. So, my big thing is that Ryuki lived in the inside. He came out here at the beginning of the series. He was in there, and it was like, all right, fine dandy, and we were slowly adjusting him to a normal way of thinking, a normal way of life, not a kill or be killed. And then he sort of gets that, and then all of a sudden, Nine screws him up or whatever, and then he's there with Setsuna, so he's sort of regressing in a way up until, you know, the Berserker Bowl tournament, and then he's like seems to be back to neutral. But the funny thing is, when taken out of context, realistically, Ryan's making all the sense, and Ryuki is like, that was a cheap shot. Meanwhile, Ryuki, your whole character has been cheap shotting, and your whole way of thinking has been screwed up for 300 chapters, and you're complaining about Raian attacking 2 minutes early in a mansion full of assassins who are trained to kill you? Like, it's just... Okay, so I found that whole exchange absolutely phenomenal and hilarious. One, because Raian came back, everyone said, go easy on them, go easy. He's like, yeah. First move, wham! Fuck you. You know, like right out of the gate. And then Ryuki manages to... I mean, he doesn't do shit to Raian, and Ryan's like, yeah, you're bothering me, son. You know, you're a mosquito, and I'm the king. You know, I'm king of the jungle. So Ryuki's beating Black and Blue, and Ryan's like, oh, and he's like, oh, I'll find a way. And it was like, oh, you don't even have... Like, Ryan's just sitting there like, did you forget this match isn't just 2v1ing me? And then the other two Cure members come up with Ryuki beating Black and Blue, cracked bones. Like, he has multiple fractures from the sound effects. And he's just there, I could do this all day. And then 2 more swamp. And it's just like, okay, done for the day. And then we speed this up. Apparently, they've made 0 progress. In fact, they haven't gotten any better since Raian was introduced, obviously, in multiple different ways. They've come up with strategies, but none of it's working. Hollis is quite disappointed. By the end of the chapter, it comes to light that apparently they've figured it out. So a lot of people have compared this to going to the forest for the Mikazuchi Ri training for the the lightning style, and for Oma for the Nico style and stuff for Demon's Bane. The same thing that Garakura Forest. I forget how to say what it's called. Kakua Forest. Anyways, Watsuki is actually there right now, doing his own training, probably the anti-Nico style 101. Or he's going to combine Demon's Bane with Blast Core and make the ultimate thing. It's going to be Blast Bane. BB. I like that. Anyways, so yeah, some people are saying that it's that type of realization, something that was also done in Full Metal Alchemist with the training on the island. You know what I mean? Like all is one and one is me. And that kind of idea. And I think I'm okay with that idea, that they're going to come out and realize the idea is survival, not defeat. So the instinct to run away, to survive, to fight another day is the point of the training, rather than try to defeat overwhelming odds. Impossible odds, in fact, because there is absolutely no way. I doubt Koga and Ryuki could have beaten... Take Raian out of the equation. They couldn't have won this. They can't beat all the Cure members. And Raian, 2v1, take everybody else out. They can't beat a house with Raian in it. They can't beat Raian. Raian will never... They will never be able to... These two might be strong, and as I already talked about the power scaling last time, people overestimated Koga's victories and Ryuki's victories. They're still not top of A tier. They're not even in A tier. And Raian is way up there near the top of S tier. They can't defeat Raian 2v1 in any context. So once again, maybe they finally realized it. Hollis was disappointed they hadn't figured it out yet, the point of the training. I think it's more like, once again, the Full Metal Alchemist, the Forest and Kengan, that kind of idea. It's to hone your own instincts. It's about surviving. It's about defending and knowing when to run away is not cowardice, but learning that lesson that, you will not be able to defeat overwhelming odds, impossible odds like that, right? So I'm hoping that's the case. Some people are saying that they're going to learn principles. That would be the most unearned principles I think I've ever fucking seen. Because they're too young, they're too off-screen, and they don't have enough time, to put it bluntly, they don't have enough time in the sack. They don't have enough, mud in the trenches. They don't have enough time put towards that to be worthy of having principles. You know what I mean? There are many other characters who can come to this realization, who can come to this level of training in the S tier bracket already, who deserve to have the principles moniker. These two down in CB tier do not deserve to have this after training at the Cure House. By that logic, Watsuki, Gao Lang, fucking Agito, Roland, all these guys who apparently don't have principles, who are the top of their game, they should all be training at the Cure House. Apparently that gives you principles. So I know a lot of people are saying that. More people are obviously saying the first theory, which I definitely agree with. I think that's going to be the secret of the training, as we're going to find out probably next chapter. But I definitely don't agree that they're going to learn principles with this one. I do not see that. No. Koga and Ryuki might have principles by the end of the series. Whether it's earned or not. But they're not getting it right now. Oma just got it. For Ryuki and Koga to get it just like a day after Oma figured it out is absolutely asinine. That's ridiculous. By that logic, the entire S and A tier should all get principles tomorrow. By that logic, right? So I don't get where these people are coming out. And it's not it's a minority of the opinion, but I see it every week. Or I've seen it for the last 2 weeks on the discussions, on the forums, on the Discords, on the Reddits. I've seen people bring up this thing, and I'm just like, it's a minority, but there's more than one person saying it, and I'm just sitting there like, that makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. So I don't know, but what do you guys think? I enjoyed the chapter just for, like, the chapter was fine. It's just they're getting their ass kicked and they're finally going to figure it out and stuff. And whatever, following these side characters doesn't do anything for me. But Raian showing up, being told to take it easy, and then wham! Just one-shotting these boys was like, that was so fucking satisfying to be like, yeah, no, these guys aren't S tier. They're not even top of A tier. Raian is a monster. These guys are still fodder by the overall arcing of who's going to fight Shen and who's going to fight in the major battles that matter at this point. Koga and Ryuki are not in that conversation. They are never going to be in that conversation for the rest of the year. So yeah, I did appreciate that part of the chapter. Anyways, what did you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Apologies that this video is over a day late by the time I probably get it out because I'm actually behind on a lot of things. But I do have a list right beside me of all the projects that have remained incomplete and things I'm behind on. One Piece Record of Ragnarok, the finishing off of the Budokai series, and some other gaming stuff. I've made a list. I've been getting myself organized this month. So hopefully you guys will see a lot more content from me as I get more organized and figure it out from there. So thanks guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe as always. See you guys back next time. Have a good one. Sayonara.